Good evening, I'm Dania and this is KiniNews. Anwar has responded to rumours of a cabinet reshuffle. When quizzed on the matter today, this is what he said. Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim has denied rumours of an alleged cabinet reshuffle. When asked about this today, Anwar said he had not heard anything about the government leadership's reshuffle. He said he had just been told about the news and questioned who will help with the reshuffle. Anwar's response came after a Free Malaysia Today report citing a well-placed source that a prominent PKR minister is allegedly at risk of being transferred to another ministry or dropped from the cabinet due to performance issues. According to the report, a Menteri Besar is allegedly expected to assume a ministerial position. It also quoted a source from DAP as saying that the alleged cabinet shake-up might happen by the end of the month, with a few deputy ministers likely to be promoted to full ministerial positions. When asked if the rumours that a Menteri Besar will helm a ministerial post as alleged by the report, Anwar said in jest that it could happen after the general election, God willing. Radzi Jidin has hit out at the government over their announcement about setting up ATMs. He said this was a historic first and questioned BN's candidate for Nenggiri over the issue. A Bersatu leader has taken a swipe at the government over their announcement about setting up automatic teller machines in Nenggiri ahead of the by-election there. Bersatu Vice President Mohd Radzi Md Jidin mocked the government, saying the Finance Ministry had never made an official statement about ATMs before this. During a speech at a ceramah last night, Radzi also took a swipe at BN candidate Muhammad Asmawi Fikri Abdul Ghani, who served as an aide to former Nenggiri Assemblyperson Abdul Aziz Yusof.
Dia tu kerja dengan Tok Wakil lepas. Masa demo kerja, demo ada buat khabar dia. Tak khabar kau orang Nenggiri duk nak mesin ATM tak khabar. Bila mari pelihara kecil ni baru khabar.
On Saturday, the Finance Ministry said it has completed discussions with several local banks to provide ATM services in Nenggiri, and the response has been positive. It stated that it would continuously engage local banks to identify improvements, particularly to ensure expanded access to ATM services. Meanwhile, Asmawi also vowed to resolve the ATM issue. Previously, it was reported that villagers had to travel some 50 kilometers to Gua Musang to use the ATM. Some are even forced to take an hour-long train ride or 30-minute boat trip. Before we move on, if you like access to news like this and more, consider supporting us and donate to Kinitv by scanning the QR code on the screen. Next, Bersatu's youth chief is ready to face two ministers in a public debate. Wan Faisal said he is still waiting to hear back from them over the debate challenge. Bersatu Youth Chief Wan Ahmad Faisal Wan Ahmad Kamal said that he is ready to take on Economy Minister Rafizi Ramli and Communications Minister Fahmi Fadzil in a public debate. In a post on X, he said he is still waiting for a reply from the two ministers over the debate challenge he proposed last Friday. He said after the debate on Malaysia Airports Holdings Berhad, Global Infrastructure Partners and BlackRock, he is also ready to debate one-on-one with Rafizi on issues on monetary policy, fractional reserve banking, petrodollar and helicopter money. This came despite Rafizi agreeing to engage in a debate with Wan Faisal on the same day the challenge was issued. In the post published on X on August 9th, the Bersatu MP invited Rafizi to a live debate as opposed to a podcast session suggested by the latter on the highly controversial MAHB deal. In response, Rafizi said they should first debate on how to stimulate the economy by printing money. This was in response to Wan Faisal's suggestion in 2020 to help the people by forgiving debts and printing money. Rafizi said he was willing to discuss with RTM, Astro and other channels to host the debate for the sake of Malaysia's economy. Amno's Puat Zakarshi has told Anwar Misa to at least pretend to understand the poor when speaking to the group. He said this in response to photos of Anwar's outfit while distributing aid to Orang Asli voters. Amno Supreme Council member Puat Zakarshi has hit out at Perikatan Nasional's election director for the Nenggiri polls, Anwar Musa, for allegedly flaunting his expensive outfits when campaigning at Nenggiri. In a post on Facebook, Puat sarcastically told Anwar to at least pretend to understand the poor when speaking out for the group. He said photos of Anwar Musa donning Louis Vuitton goods have already gone viral. This came after Anwar was spotted wearing Louis Vuitton when he was distributing Maggi noodles to Orang Asli voters. Puat said that he pitied Anwar as it's not wrong for him to wear branded items since it's his money anyway, but he should not overdo it. Elaborating, he said Anwar says that Rakyat was living a hard life but he is wearing Louis Vuitton. He added that Anwar can at least pretend, perhaps wear a kopiah and sarong. Anwar's outfit choice had first become an issue when he was spotted wearing a branded outfit that allegedly cost 14,000 ringgit when campaigning at an Orang Asli area recently. However, the former communications minister defended himself during a ceramah, saying what he wears should not be made an issue because he bought all the items using his own money.
DAP leaders have lodged a police report over the Kafir Harbi remark made by an individual at a PN event on August 9th. The report was lodged based on a video of the speech delivered in Nenggiri.
3 DAP Central Executive Committee members, Sheikh Omar Bakarib Ali, Sharitzan Johan and Yang Shufura Othman, have lodged a police report against 2 individuals who labelled DAP as a Kafir Harbi party. The report was lodged at the Dangwangi District Police Station in Kuala Lumpur yesterday. In a press conference, Shufura said the phrase endangers their safety and damages their reputation as Muslim DAP leaders. Elaborating on the definition, Sheikh Omar said the phrase historically referred to a non-Muslim government opposing or waging war against Muslims living in the same area. He added in the current context, the phrase is dangerous and can sow seeds of hatred.
Namun dalam konteks negara kita pada hari ini Malaysia, kita ada perlembagaan yang diperakukan oleh seluruh warga negara kita, termasuk parti-parti politik yang berdaftar, semuanya tunduk kepada perlembagaan dan undang-undang peraturan yang ada dalam negara kita. So istilah ataupun tuduhan kafir harbi ini adalah sangat berat, sangat berbahaya dan sebenarnya ia boleh membenihkan ekstremisme di kalangan rakyat dan masyarakat berbilang kaum di negara ini.
Yesterday, PN's Nenggiri By-Election Operations Director Anwar Musa confirmed that a past member from Batu has been suspended from campaigning for 3 days over the issue. However, he said there was no need for past to apologize to DAP. Separately, Electoral Reforms Coalition Bersatu said such speeches could be viewed as an offence under the Election Offences Act 1954. Bersatu says that all parties, especially in Nenggiri now, should be moderate in their political campaigns.
The PAC has called on the government to set pay caps for federal statutory bodies. This is so that there will be no excessive payments for their chief executive officers and managing directors.
The Public Accounts Committee has called on the government to set a salary cap for federal statutory bodies. New Straits Times quoted PAC chairperson Mas Ermiati Samsudin as saying that the committee learnt that the government has not set any such ceilings. Mas Ermiati said the PAC wants the government, in particular the Finance Ministry, to set a ceiling so there will be no excessive payments, that they end up not paying any dividends to the government, but have the ability to pay high salaries to their upper management. She said this had caused the salaries of chief executive officers and managing directors of the statutory bodies to differ from one agency to another. She said this in response to the new government guidelines for federal statutory bodies launched by Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim last week. However, the PAC chairperson said they did not have any information on the salary range of the top management in federal statutory bodies. Some federal statutory bodies are Lembaga Tabung Haji and Felda, both parked under the Prime Minister's department, while those under the Finance Ministry include the Employees Provident Fund, Securities Commission and the Inland Revenue Board.
That's all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Danya. Thanks for watching.